Hello everyone, myself Indrajit once again before you. This is the fifth part of class 8 NCERT Social Science, and we are dealing with the second chapter, Reshaping India's Political Map. This is, see, I am teaching only NCERT. Those who are teaching with some other things, other reference, this video is not for you, my dear, because I am teaching here only NCERT, so you have to go through only NCERT. So you must have your book with you, and this video is going to be very interesting. So since this is the fifth part, fourth part we have already completed and I have uploaded it. So in the fifth part we have to start from here, right? And see, we have completed all these. Muhammad bin Tughlaq over, and Taimur, we have studied this. And yes, we have to start from here. This topic comes under the rise and fall of the Delhi Sultanate. So we are going to continue this topic, right? So the Delhi Sultanate faced rebellions from the emergence of several independent states, several independent kingdoms. One among them was the Bahmani Sultanate. So it was a very tough time for the Delhi Sultanate to stand, right? So the Bahmani Sultanate, they rose in the mid 14th century and they controlled much of the Deccan part, that Karnataka, then Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, these areas, the Deccan part in the south, right? And powerful sultanates also emerged in Gujarat, Bengal, and other regions. Mean to say, when we talk about Delhi Sultanate, so many smaller kingdoms, they were becoming big, they were declaring their independence. And when we talk about all these, there were frequent war between all these kingdoms. Parts of Rajasthan also remained beyond the reach of the Delhi Sultanate. What was the reason? Because in Rajasthan, there were two people, people from, or the fighters from the Mewar and the Marwar. They were great fighters. They were the Rajputs, right? They were great fighters, and one among them, you can see here, Rana Kumbha, the ruler of Mewar kingdom. He was very famous, very brave. He successfully repelled invasions from these later sultanates. He repelled all those forces, right? So Rana Kumbha, and he built a fort. I think you all may be knowing. Those who are knowing, please write in the comment box, right? But we are going to deal with that. So you can see here a view of the Kumbhalgarh fort in the Aravalis. You know, in Aravali hills, this is the view of the Kumbhalgarh fort built by Rana Kumbha. And you know what is the surprising fact of this fort? This fort is 36-kilometer long, the continuous wall, right? Okay. So, see here, Kumbhalgarh fort was built by Rana Kumbha in the 15th century in the Aravali hills, and he belonged to the prominent Rajput kingdom, right? And Mewar kingdom, which I am talking about, it is in the southern part of Rajasthan. It was surrounded by forest and steep slopes, famous for a massive 36-kilometer long wall, one of the longest continuous wall in the world. This is the feature of Kumbhalgarh fort. So Rana Kumbha from Mewar kingdom, right? What he did, he made Kumbhalgarh fort. Where? In Aravali hills. Huh? In Aravali hills he made, and it was 36-kilometer long. Still it is present, right? This is the feature of Kumbhalgarh fort. Now, let's talk about the Vijayanagar Empire, one of the famous empire in the south. Two brothers, Harihar and Bukka, they were the governors of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. But what they did? They left Muhammad bin Tughlaq and moved to south. See, While the Delhi Sultanate grew politically more unstable, new center of power it emerged in the south. In the 14th century, two brothers Harihar and Bukka, right? Full name is Bukka Raya, who had initially served as governors under Muhammad bin Tughlaq, and they eventually rejected the Delhi authority and established independent kingdom in the south. We call it Vijayanagar Empire. है ना? So these two brothers, you can see here a section of the ruins of Vijayanagar city, present day Hampi. Hampi was the capital of Vijayanagar Empire, right? And you can see this is the image of large buildings of Virupaksha temple. Then, according to popular folklore, people they used to talk from generation to generation, and Harihar, and according to them, Harihar and Bukka they witnessed a remarkable sight at Hampi, which is in present day Karnataka. And where is Karnataka? It is there in the south. A rare turning around, a chasing pack of hounds symbolizing unexpected strength and courage. When they recounted this incident to their guru, you know what happened? Who was their guru? Their guru was Vidyaranya. And what he interpreted that it is a symbol of resilience and bravery, right? And he advised them to establish their capital at very spot. And that's why you can see here to the north of Vijayanagar Empire, the Bahmani Sultanate was a major rival. Bahmani Sultanate. Bahmani Sultanate and Vijayanagar Empire. There was a regular clash between these two, right? It eventually fragmented into five independent states called the Delhi Deccan Sultanates. Five independent states. And what they did, they came together. Who were those five Deccan Sultanates? Bijapur, Golconda, Berar, Ahmednagar, Bidar, each ruled by former governors or tarafdars, and they declared their autonomy. The Vijayanagar ruled battle with the first two as well as the Gajpati rulers of Odisha. So Gajpati rulers they belong to Odisha. So you know these Deccan Sultanates, five independent states were called as Deccan Sultanates, and who were they? They were Bijapur, Golconda, Berar, Ahmednagar, Bidar. They combined together and they fought with Vijayanagar. There was a regular clash between these two. You can see here, let me show you. See, in Karnataka area, है ना? See, Berar, Ahmednagar, Bidar, Golconda, Bijapur. And this is Vijayanagar Empire. Hampi, the capital of Vijayanagar Empire. Okay. Next we see Krishna Dev Raya, the famous ruler of Vijayanagar Empire. Harihar and Bukka first, they established Vijayanagar Empire. But now we are going to talk about Krishna Dev Raya. In the 16th century, the Vijayanagar Empire reached its peak under the celebrated ruler. What was the name of that ruler? The name of that ruler was Krishna Dev Raya, and who expanded and secured the empire's dominance over the Deccan. Under his rule, the empire achieved both military and cultural renaissance. And he has written a book. He himself, he was a good poet, he was a good writer, and he had written Amukta Malyada. What was Amukta Malyada? It was on the story of Tamil poet saint Andal, right? And one section of that book, it is dedicated to Rajniti, that how Rajniti or politics should be done. Okay? That is the royal policy I'm talking about, where he expounded his ideas of good governance. Krishna Dev Raya provided grants to many temples. See, this was a system to give grants to the temples. And why it was given? It was given to show power, to uh, make themselves relate to the shadow of the god, right? And that's why whenever any invasion or attack took place, it was first on the temples, because it was a source of wealth. And once temple will be destroyed, the people will be discouraged, because people had deep faith with the temples, right? Okay. You can see here Krishna Deva Raya, he provided grants to many temples, including Tirupati in Andhra Pradesh and Vitthal temple in his own capital Vijayanagar, which displayed many grand temples, palaces, and other buildings. So he gave grants to these two also, Tirupati in Andhra Pradesh and Vitthal temple in his own capital Vijayanagar. Right? Okay. Now you can see a beautiful design. You can see here. This is Mahamandap, a great wall of Vitthal temple. Right? Okay, let's move further. Among the foreign travelers who visited the Vijayanagar Empire was the Portuguese traveler who were very well treated. And you know, when they came to sell horses and the king did not want them to go and sell those precious horses to enemy kingdoms, one of them was Domingo Pace. And he left a long and detailed record of the Vijayanagar Empire. He wrote a detailed information that how beautiful this city is, and he compared that Vijayanagar Empire with Rome, right? So once again, you can note down that Domingo Pace was the Portuguese traveler who came to Vijayanagar Empire, and he wrote about Vijayanagar capital that this is like Rome. It's so much beautiful, right? So many trees, lakes, rivers, everything is there. Whatever the thing you are looking for, everything is there. A panel from the Vitthal temple, it is mentioned. This is now. Next we see. After winning many wars against his neighbors, Krishna Deva Raya died of illness. And once a good and famous ruler dies, what happens? The successors, if they are not very strong, what will happen? Others will attack on it. And see here, in 15, see, Krishna Deva Raya died in 1529, and in 1565, the Deccan Sultanate, they form a coalition and defeated the Vijayanagar Empire, which I told you a few minutes before, right? And the Vijayanagar forces were led by Ram Raya, Krishna Deva Raya's son-in-law, at the Battle of Talikota. So, Battle of Talikota was fought in 1565 between the ruler who was the son-in-law of Krishna Deva Raya. What was the name? The name was Ram Raya, right? And he was defeated by the Deccan Sultanates. They formed a coalition, all the five came together and they defeated him, right? The city was sacked over several months, houses, shops, buildings, temples, everything was destroyed completely. After this, the empire got fragmented into small regions, and all these small regions were ruled by the Nayakas, who were former military governors. The empire came to the end in the mid 17th century. So this is what we have studied today. In the next video, we will talk about the Mughals. So if you have liked my video, see, I am not having so many resources, you know. So whatever the resources I have, I'm trying to use it, and only NCERT I'm teaching. I'm not going to like other YouTubers to teach this and that which is not included in the NCERT, and I will not teach very fast. You just open your book, be with me, and I will be teaching whatever the things are required, whatever the things are given in NCERT book only. And I will explain each and everything. If you have liked my video, please subscribe so that the notification will go to you whenever I upload any video you like, and put comment. How did you like the video, and what were the important questions or anything which you want? You can share with me. So till then, thank you. In the next video, we'll see. Bye.